Okay, g'day folks. So today we're going to take a look at the course structure. A lot of people are a little concerned, don't know what to expect when they come into a high risk course. So what we're going to do today is I've taken a few snippets throughout the week doing the basic rigging course, so we can take a look at that and see what you can expect when you come in. Now, whether it be basic rigging or dogging, the course structure is pretty much the same. So we'll take a look at what we've done this week and we'll get a bit of an idea of exactly what you can expect when you come into the classroom. So on day one of the course, when everyone's a little bit nervous, we're going to start the course with a few introductions, introduce myself, introduce the classroom. We'll cover off all the paperwork and doing the enrolments and sort of what to expect during the course as well. All right, some expectations from us on the type of behaviours we expect as well. All right, because remember, we're all there to learn and we don't want anyone disrupting the class, so we'll have a bit of a chat about what sort of behaviours are expected in the classroom as well. From there, we'll spend most of day one in the classroom and you'll be covering off all the theories questions you need to cover off and all the calculations as well. So we're going to look at the theory side of the rigging. From there we will go and roll into day two, and day two we will start the day with a bit more revision, so going over what we covered the previous day, and we will then go outside and start doing the practical activities. Now personally, it may change between trainers, but personally on day two, I like to get the larger tasks out of the way. So typically on day two, I'll cover the panels, so placing concrete panels, and we will also have a look at erecting and dismantling the steel structure. Right, now they are pretty large tasks to do, and we do it in two different groups. So we'll split the class into two groups and they'll all each have a crack at doing those things. All right. We will also have a look at doing the splicing and do some of the knots as well on day two. Towards the end of the day, when it's getting close to knock off, we'll head back into the classroom and we'll do a bit more revision as well. Day three, start the same again in the morning with a little bit more revision. Head outside and we'll do the rest of the practical tasks that we need to do. So we're going to have a look at doing the materials hoist, doing the safety shutter, installing and removing a CCLP, and setting up of a winch. All right, so there is a fair bit of practical activities to be covered in the basic rigging, but we will get through all that if we just keep plodding along. All right, so remember, typically everything we do, we've got to do at least twice because we're doing it in teams, and we typically break a classroom up into two teams to do that. All right, and once again, at the end of the day, go in and cover off a little bit more revision. All right, rolling into Thursday is where the assessments start. So on the assessment, once the assessments start, no more training is allowed. So it's working together in a team, working off each other to get through all the practical activities. So we typically do the practical activities on day four of the course. So that's going through all the practical activities we need to do. So once again, we'll be doing the tilt panels, we'll be doing the steel structure. We will then be going over to the safety shutter, doing the CCLP, doing the materials hoist, setting up a winch, tying knots, and doing a ice splice as well. All right, so that's going to be a pretty full day on the Thursday, trying to get all those practical activities done twice for the two different groups. And then when we come in on Friday, we'll get stuck into all the theory and calculations assessments. All right, so that's pretty much the week as a whole when you come into a basic rigging course. The structure in a dogging course is pretty much the same, but the practical activities are obviously different for a dogging course as opposed to what it is for a basic rigging course. All right, so if you're a bit nervous about coming along, I hope that sort of puts you at ease, or at least lets you know what to expect when you do come into the class. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll see you again in the next video.